AI is here to stay, but will it take your job? This is the question that I get the most from both designers and developers, and the answer to that is not easy, but the short answer is yes.
Wait, what? In today's video, you have two options. Use AI like everybody and drop prices, or find where the cash will go. Don't get left over in the cheap pile. There is a solution. AI took your job, but this is fine.
If you're a junior designer or a developer, then AI is likely going to take what you now consider to be your job. There are ways to prepare and to go around this. It's very one-sided. Most people don't see the whole AI thing clearly. They think that those mythical people using AI will replace all those people not using AI, while in reality it's just a matter of time before AI replaces the people using AI as well. And what then? What did learning prompt engineering do for you? Just extend your agony for a couple more months? I get it. Fear is clouding our judgment. And that makes us look at this whole thing in this one-sided, AI is gonna destroy all the jobs perspective. But I have a different view on this. And I have a solution based on my personal experience that I believe is what you should do to stop fearing AI. Let me tell you what I believe is gonna happen and where you should pivot to stay relevant and to thrive in the future. There are three groups of designers and developers that get paid for their work: solo freelancers, small agencies, and medium to large businesses. Now, this is important, so let's remember this and now go back to AI. What does AI do when it gets good enough at something? It speeds up the workflow, right? But of course, with AI, we're looking at 10 to 15 times faster. It means two things. Companies will need less designers and developers to achieve the same result, and the output of work will be cheaper. And we're assuming that every group of these three groups is that people using AI group. But faster outputs, lower labor costs, and, well, less people to pay overall is gonna lead to one thing. It's gonna lead to all three groups eventually needing to lower their prices, because everybody will try to compete on price, since you can't really compete on speed anymore, and quality is subjective. But you know what? I lied to you. There is a fourth group. Agencies that get it. And by agencies, I mean anywhere from 1 to 10 people. So it can be a solo founder agency or a small agency of friends doing cool stuff together. Larger than 10 people organizations are usually less focused, and they're, let's say, more difficult to put into effect some of these things that we're gonna talk about. But what are they getting? Is it how to use AI? Not really, because we already assumed that everybody is gonna eventually know how to use AI. It's gonna lower the prices, drop the costs, lower the workforce. So it's not really about knowing how to use AI. That's a given. You kind of need to know these tools right now to matter, but there is more. The true value of those organizations will be in the outside of AI parts. This is what you will be charging the most of your revenue for. Not the actual AI outputs, not the designs, not the vibe-coded apps. It's gonna be everything outside of that. And that means that you need to focus on polishing those skills, those particular offerings of your company to build a value-driven business. Because obviously, as AI gets better at things, and it already can do pretty good, even though not really perfect UI, let's say a level 4 like this, it will make UIs like that just become cheaper. And if you're like me, you don't want to compete in a race towards the bottom. You don't want to be lowering your prices every week because some other agency can do it cheaper than you right now. That's a dead end. That's gonna lead to burnout, lots of work, and not a lot of money. No, we don't need to go cheaper. We need to optimize some of the processes that we can optimize, but we need to focus on that outside of AI part. So what is the outside? Let me give you one example. My agency, Square Black, is currently doing better than ever. And we're barely using any AI in our daily workflows. Yes, we do use some, but a lot less than other agencies. Why do customers want to work with us if they have to pay more and they don't get it faster because we don't use as much AI as other people? With us, they feel that they're taken care of and they feel that they're achieving the highest possible quality. Because yes, this is the reason we're not using AI for everything. This is the reason that for stock photos, we still go with photos of real people, not AI generated photos, because they are 95% there. So you can generate a 95% quality photo with AI faster, but we want to be at least 99%. So until AI gets there, we can merge some photos that are AI generated with real ones, but we're not gonna use solely AI generated ones. And what we do is we explain it to the client. Do you want something great or something meh? Or something good enough? And because we don't deal with the good enough, we leave it to those racing for the bottom, we can thrive. We also offer the human touch. We offer handmade annotations, explaining the design processes, and unique experiences from over 20 years of doing this, and unique experiences from working on practically every possible product category. My experience, for example, is recalling an app or product that I worked on in the past and using the context of that while evaluating a new product for a new client. But if you take the right approach, you can just read a lot of case studies, learn about products done by other people, and still bring in that experience of others into the mix. There is also the personality, there is the uniqueness, there is the processes that we come up with to make this whole thing more streamlined and with better outcomes. And yes, there is some AI. And a lot of our ideas around AI while talking to clients are all about how to not end up with getting slop just faster. Like in the example with photos on landing pages. Right now, when they are, let's say, 95% there if they're AI generated, we are able to explain to the client why we advise against using AI photos. But when it changes and when they get to 99% or maybe even 100%, we will be able to adapt, adjust, and explain to the clients that now we can use AI photos. That's because this main whole thing that is important here, the thing that I'm trying to convey to you right now, is that you need to be aware. And that awareness comes from a little bit of experience, adjustability, adaptability, and the ability to take the ownership of design decisions. Because with AI, people are often not sure, even designers or developers. They get some response and they can't evaluate it. They don't know if what AI gave them back is any good. And this is another skill that is essential for people right now. So AI is not taking my job. I will be able to adapt and change the offer and change what I do and how as AI gets better and better. And I will do it a little faster, but I will then provide more value elsewhere. And yeah, about that. People are very afraid of that future. So I'm launching a new course in which I will share the exact methods that I use to stand out, to be adaptable, to recall past experiences, to use things that are outside of AI that are valuable and that the client can see the value. The pre-order starts today at $50. The full price is gonna be $110 and it will launch on May 15th. These are some exciting times ahead and we need to be adaptable and ready for them. So this is exactly what I'm gonna help you achieve. All my secrets, all my techniques, all in one place. Link in the description, and obviously, have a beautiful day.